Yeah, cleaning up a case like a missed spot. So now the cops are bitter like a walk. Get her out to me, she can tell a lot. Give it a minute, she can see it, now you're hella caught. Sick, bit by bit, your plans are botched. Via Vivic who can kick you down a notch. Think you're clever, show her what you got. You never died before? Well, here's your shot.
Mr. Peters, while we haven't linked the crypto wallet to an identity yet, our lab has managed to trace transactions made by this wallet to Kong, the burglar who took your wife's banker.
Someone sent me a message, gave me an address.
Thank you.
Welcome.
The lab has also traced several transactions to a website.
Wait, isn't that...
Isn't that the woman from the video? You mean she's real?
Yes, she's a social escort.
I always thought she was AI generated.
We think she's a real person who was deepfaked. Mr. Peters, have you ever met her before?
No, never. I don't know her.
Can you explain this then?
Hey, honey, do you have a map? Because I'm getting lost in your eyes. Oh, what is this?
These are flirty messages left by an account that we've linked to an email address, badmintonboy21@wmail.com.
Do you recognize the email address, Mr. Peters?
Yes, that's my old email address. But I haven't touched it in years. Maybe I got hacked.
There's a possibility the perpetrator is someone you've known for a long time.
Because they know this email address of mine.
Yes. Not only did they manage to hack into your old email, they also meticulously made targeted attacks on you. I suggest you think hard, Mr. Peters. Your enemy might be closer than you think.
Thank you for arranging the class for me and my friends, Gabby. I hope we were not too distracted by the sound of our old bones cracking.
My pleasure, Aunty Lee. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Let me get my keys. Let's go.
Aunty Lee! It's okay, never mind. I'll tell you later. Come, let's go. Yeah, that would be great, Annie. Thank you.
Mom, your lunch.
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to call you in the first place, right?
Apparently, she's a friend of Aunty Lee's.
Why is Mom's friend on a missing persons poster?
Because she's, missing?
Okay, let me know. Thanks. Okay, bye-bye. No one in my circle has seen her or been in touch with her. Not even any Niam, the biggest kaypoh in all of Singapore.
I thought you were the biggest kaypoh in all of Singapore.
Any Niam is kaypoh mentor lah. I'm only kaypoh without portfolio.
It looks like she's been borrowing money. She could be in serious debt.
When was the last time you two met?
A long time ago.
Then why even bother tracking her down, Aunty Lee?
Because she might be in trouble, Gabby. She might need help. And
Mom, we could end up dealing with gangsters again. Mom, you're not planning to go there, are you? She's planning to go there.
Sir, report from the forensic lab on Noah Peters' deepfake case. The lab has pinpointed the identities of 2 more crypto accounts that had transaction with the perp. Account number 1, Sam Fox. Account number 2, iFlex.
Him again?
Yes, sir, the same hacker.
I would have thought he'd learned his lesson. Let's bring him in.
Yes, sir.
thanks for coming with me, guys.
No worries, Aunty Lee. Like I said, if your friend is really harassed by loan sharks, you shouldn't be coming alone.
It should be the place.
Aunty Lee, are you all right?
I'm fine, it's been so long.
Hey! Mom, you're up the whole night worrying about this. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, but
Susan? It's Rosie.
Rosie? You're not shy, ah? Still dare to come here and stand in front of my door.
I came because of this. I was worried about you.
Don't act as if you care.
Mrs. Chu, actually, Aunty Lee came because she wanted to help you, and I know you haven't seen each other for many years,
Cheryl,
but
you don't have to defend me, it's okay.
Who are you?
I'm her friend.
Her friend? If you are her friend, why don't you ask her what happened? Ask her why she killed my husband!
Mom, you haven't been yourself the whole day. What's wrong? And what did that Madame Chu mean when she said that you killed her husband?
It's a long story. Madame Chu and I were childhood friends. Back when I lived in Kampong Tenang, it was literally a kampong, a village, you see.
Is that you, Mom? So cute.
I was asking you to look at the kampong. Susan's parents and my parents were good friends. Actually, Susan and I, we actually didn't get along at first because she was shy and I wasn't. But we got to know each other better when we started going to the same school together lah. I remember some girls were bullying her and I chased them off. After that, Susan was stuck to my hip. And even when I got married, she got married, we went on with our lives. We still kept in touch. We remained close.
And then what happened?
Susan's husband became very sick. He needed a liver transplant. And as luck would have it, ML was a positive match.
But the operation didn't happen.
My parents had moved to Taiwan then, and my mother had become very sick. I didn't know how much time she had left, so I convinced ML to just hold off on the surgery until we come back from visiting her. The doctors assured us we had enough time. On the day of our flight back, there was an earthquake. I was so worried about my parents. I insisted that we stay a few more days. And my mother's condition was getting worse, so unfortunately, Susan's husband took a turn for the worse. And by the time we got back, it was too late.
Mom, why didn't you just ask her to come back first?
I've asked myself that same question. And I've answered it in so many different ways. But what happened, and Susan blamed me, blames me.
But didn't you ever contact her? Talk to her about it?
That's the thing. You know, I can kepo on other people's problems, but this one... Maybe I just told myself it was easier to just let it be. Give her the space she needs to heal. But space became months. Months became years, and now...
And now, you want to make things right.
Yes. Yes, I do, Nina, but I fear it's just too late.
Mom, who is it that always told me, Nina, it's never too late. Tomorrow is another day.
You also kepo lah.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Mom isn't going to sleep until she resolves this, so...
I told you I have no money.
Boy! What are you doing?
Auntie, none of her business.
Susan, are you okay?
And you, your friend. Your friend, Auntie. You want to help her pay? Ask her to pay on time.
She's not my friend.
Are you sure you want to do this to a senior? If anything happens to her, it's on you, you know?
Sister, if I don't go back with something, my boss is going to whack me again.
Then quit or report your boss to the Manpower Ministry.
Huh?
Okay, fine.
How much does she owe your boss?
None of your business, Rosie.
100K.
Listen, boy. I know if she had the money, she would already pay your boss back, okay? So, why don't we help each other out? Okay, you remove the chain, and I'll see what I can do to help her pay her debt.
Nothing to see lah. If I go back with nothing, I'm also in trouble.
Fine, then how about this? You remove the chain, and I will give you something.
How's Minglok?
ML passed away last year.
Welcome to the club.
Can't believe Aunty Lee gave that young punk $500. This old friend must mean a lot to her.
Or it could be another Uncle Who situation waiting to explode. Maybe we should step in. After all, we're here to protect Mom in case something happens.
Yeah, but is this the right time, though?
Sue, I'm really sorry I didn't contact you all these years. Especially after you lost Chai Hawk. I know how much he meant to you.
No, you don't know. You don't know how much he meant to me, Rosie. No one knew.
You're right. Nobody could ever know how it feels to love someone and then to lose him.
Why didn't you come and see me? Why didn't you call? Yes, why didn't you, Rosie? Why didn't you call her all these years?
You don't rub it in, you
No,
are.
seriously. The two of you were so close. She was always hanging on to you.
Exactly, Annie. Exactly. She was always clinging on to me. I'm sorry.
I know what you mean. We all had friends that we embraced wholeheartedly, and friends like Susan Chu.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like I disliked her or didn't want to be her friend, but she
was someone you wished wouldn't cling on to you as much as she did. And yet, you reached out to her and even tried to help her settle her debt.
What was I supposed to do? She was in trouble, and she is my friend.
Did she tell you how she accumulated a $100,000 debt with a loan shark?
It was one of those things, where you start off with a debt that you cannot pay off, right? So you borrow from one moneylender to pay off another moneylender, and then another moneylender to pay off the interest of the previous one, and then...
But how did the small debt start?
She would only say it had something to do with Chai Hok's death and having to raise her son all by herself, which makes me feel all the more guilty.
Poor thing.
It's okay, Annie. I'll get through this.
I was talking about Susan Chu lah.
Okay.
She struggled her whole life. You remember you lived in the same kampong.
Yes, I remember her father could never hold down a job, and her mother was always comparing her to everybody.
And I heard, at one point, even her son disowned her.
How do you disown a parent? A bit terbalik, right?
Whatever the case, I'm not saying don't help her, Rosie. I'm just asking, how can you?
Mom, I'm going to bed. Is that the money you gave to Uncle Ho when his son was kidnapped? The same money Cheryl and I got back for you after the kidnapping turned out to be a scam.
Thank you for the summary of the Uncle Ho case, Nina. But there's something you want to tell me, just tell me.
Mom, you can't be thinking about paying off Madam Chu's debt, especially after what happened with Uncle Ho.
But that's precisely it, Nina. I was prepared to help a supplier who sold me fish. But I'm supposed to walk away from a friend I've known since childhood. Besides, the restaurant is doing okay now, right? I mean, we have regular customers and we got the Peranakan Society account back.
$100,000. I've never even seen that amount in my entire lifetime. And besides...
Do it, Nina! You honestly think I'm that stupid or something or what? Huh? I'm not going to give her $100,000 of my money. I just need to think, okay? Just let me think, lah.
Yes, Mom. Good night.
Nina.
Wait, Nina. You scared me.
You live just upstairs. Why are you sleeping here on the table?
Mom was up the whole night. First, she was pacing her room. Then she tried watching TV to fall asleep. But she was so engrossed in the show, it kept her awake instead. Since she was awake, she decided to make some instant noodles.
So she woke you up to cook instant noodles for her?
Not exactly. She was making so much noise with the pot, I finally decided to get up and help her.
So where's Aunty Lee now?
She finally fell asleep half an hour ago. I don't think she'll be here in the morning. All thanks to that Madame Chu.
Don't tell me she's really going to help Madame Chu clear her debt.
I think she is.
Didn't you try talking her out of it? Haven't
What
we
do you think
all
I was
learned
doing before
anything
she
from
went to
Ahu and
sleep?
his scammy
Why
son
don't you
Ben?
talk to her when
I
she
don't
comes
wanna get scammed
down?
again.
What?
I keep getting a lot of calls from this number the past couple of days.
Why don't you just answer it?
What if it's a scam?
Sir?
How's the interview with iFlex? Learn anything new?
iFlex admitted he was paid to hack into Noel Peter's security system. His instructions were to retrieve the username and password.
That's it?
Yeah, routine work for a hacker like him.
You're going to tell me he has no idea who hired him?
I'm afraid so. It's not all bad news, sir. Cybercrimes Division managed to find out the identity of Sam Fox, the social escort whose deepfake was allegedly used in the video.
Huh. She looks like she's barely out of school.
No priors and no obvious links to
Greeting
Noel
to all the
and Shep.
gentlemen. I heard my name. What's going on?
We'll update you. After lunch.
Can one of you do me a favor and talk to this scammer? He's been bugging me the last few days.
Wait, the number. That's Samantha Ong.
Answer it.
Mom, I was just about to get you lunch.
No need. I'm going out for a while, Nina. And before you try to talk me out of it...
Mom!
No.
I'll come with you. You might need backup. I'll get Cheryl too.
Okay, so it'll be better if we meet up.
Cheryl and Yana have to handle lunch service anyway. Besides, I can take care of myself.
Wait, Mom!
You also.
I had class nearby, Aunty Lee. I mean, Yana called me and told
Didn't
me
I
that...
say I can take care of myself?
Mom, what if the gangster comes back and gives you trouble?
Nina, why you open your big mouth?
Samantha Ong. Thanks for coming. Don't worry. Anything you have to tell me, you can tell them.
I'm graduating next July, and I'm going to leave all this behind me. So the last thing I want is to be outed as some kind of homewrecker.
That's very considerate of you.
I had a code, okay? No married men.
Must have really limited your customer base.
You'd be surprised.
What can you tell us about this client? The one you claim set you up for the deepfake video?
If I had known he was setting me up for some deepfake video, I mean, I'm used to strange requests, but this guy, he brought me to this place, and the only thing he wanted from me was to record me talking and moving.
You wanted to remain anonymous on the internet, but yet, you let a client film you.
He swore it was for his own personal use. And I tried to back out of it, but he got angry.
Miss Ong, can you describe him to us, your client?
I can do better than that. I can show you his picture. I take pictures of the weird ones, you know, for my own safety. It's not very clear, but here, this is the guy.
It's your way. I now know why your way might have been jealous. Insanely jealous of you. You could have told me, Inspector Salim and Sergeant Naren the story, but you didn't. Which leads me to think that there's more to you and your way than what's out there.
I'm afraid so.
Then tell me now. Before I walk out this door and never come back.